Starting this race, starting on the pole from Hagersville in the 49, it's Dave Bailey. Row number 1 on the outside, the number 23 from Hagersville, it is Trevor DeBoer. Row number 2 on the inside from Brantford, the number 1 is Chris Dickey. On the outside from Caledonia, the 88 of Jesse McDonald. Row number 3 on the inside from Waynfleet, the number 33 of Jack Myers. On the outside, the 7X from Oshwegan, it's Chase Hess. Row number 4 on the inside from Caister Center, the 28 of Jim Lampman. On the outside, last week's feature winner, the 04 from Cambridge, it's Wyatt Van Wart. Row number 5 on the inside from Caledonia, the number 2 of Lee Winger. On his outside from Hagersville, the 24 Blake Bomberry Jr. Row number 6 on the inside, he got a top 5 last week from Port Robinson, it's the 108 of Billy Bleach Jr. On the outside from Caledonia, the 85B of Ryan Dinning. Row number 7 on the inside from Grimsby, the 77D of Rob Disher. On his outside, the 777X from Oshwegan, it's Steve Hess. Row number 8 on the inside, the 93 is Melissa Miller from Brantford. On her outside, the 55 from Puslinch, Laura Hughes. Row number 9 on the inside from Port Colborne, the 11R Bryce Richardson. On his outside, the B23 from Hannon, it's Dave Bittner Jr. Row number 10 on the inside from London, the number 9 of Dave Silverthorne Jr. To his outside, the 38 from Oshwegan, it's Terry Martin. Row number 11 on the inside from St. Catharines, the 00. He's your Bean Main winner tonight, the James Thompson car. And on his outside from Caledonia, the 119 Sean Quinn. Row number 12 on the inside, the 38C from Hamilton is John Cote. And on his outside, bringing up the rear of the field from Victoria, the 84 RK Ryan Beagle. Here we go, 24 cars strong, set to go for 20 laps in our affordable towing and recovery Thunderstock feature event.
All right, we get going. Dave Bailey, the first one to turn fuel into noise here into turn number 1. Bailey down on the inside. McDonald going to the outside.
3 or 4 wide there off the second corner as they all work their way down the backstretch. And down into corner number 3, Chris Dickey, Dave Bailey side by side for the lead off the 4th corner.
3 deep all the way down through the middle. We got a couple of them together. Quinn with the nose down on the 119, but we stay under green. Dickey going for the lead on Bailey.
Bailey on the outside, Dickey on the bottom, side by side for the 3rd and 4th position as well. These features always exciting for the affordable towing and recovery Thunderstocks as Dave Bittner gets the 23 back under power.
Myers got twisted there with Lampman, and one of them slid down to the infield. He's got to get rolling here. Myers down in the infield. If he's waiting for a yellow, it ain't going to happen, Greg.
Nope, green flag remains out on the field. Chris Dickey is your leader. Dave Bittner will take it to the infield in the 23. Dickey, Bailey, and Wyatt Van Wart, last week's winner, sitting right there in 3rd.
Down the back chute, Dickey in the number 1 with the advantage. Bailey working the outside. Wyatt Van Wart looking to keep his season perfect. Running in 3rd, wants to win 2 weeks in a row.
Chris Dickey didn't have the best start of the season last week, had all sorts of problems in the qualifying heat, but here he is leading the way here at Oshwegan Speedway in week number 2 aboard car number 1. Wyatt Van Wart, meanwhile, slips to the inside of Bailey, challenging for the runner-up spot.
Wyatt Van Wart on the inside of Bailey behind them. Hess in the 7th. 5th spot to Bleach. 108, Den Winger, Lampman, 85 of Dinning, and then Thompson of the 00 already in the 10th.
Just something about this Thunderstock division that suits Chase Hess well. He's been strong right out of the box here in his first full season behind the wheel of an 8-cylinder Thunderstock. Watch that 7X. He moves into 3rd.
Hess working to the outside of the Bailey 49. Bailey driving it hard down on the bottom. Bleach with a ton of speed through the middle of the turn. And man, he had a mitt full of steering wheel.
That 7X is a former Turner, Team Turner Racing Thunderstock. And it is flexing its muscle right now, sitting in the 3rd spot. Side by side for 4th. Billy Bleach, Dave Bailey. Bleach to the inside. He has the spot for a moment, now loses grip, spins it around and into the wall.
Winger into the back of Bleach. We'll see how they call this one. Billy Bleach. They're saying it was a racing deal. Bleach losing control in the middle of the turn, and Winger with nowhere to go. Got in the back end, and the 108 of Bleach will turn around and take it to the back end of the field.
So Chris Dickey is your leader in the 1. Billy Bleach will take the 108 into the pit area. 1, Chris Dickey is your leader. The 04 Wyatt Van Wart sitting in second. Then you've got the 7X of Chase Hess in third. Dave Bailey running in fourth, and the defending champion of the Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstocks, Lee Winger, rounding out the top 5. And Jack Myers heading into the infield after going into the infield. $50-50 at $900. Still selling tickets, $900. Tonight's 50-50.
That's a solid take home. All right, so Bleach went to the pits, had no flat tires. There will be no courtesy laps because there was nothing wrong with the car. At least that's the way it appeared. Watch from the rocket down back out of 3, Greg. Either way, we're going back to green here, 7 in.
Side by each off of corner number 4, 7 laps in, 13 to go. Chris Dickey drops the hammer, and they drag race down into corner number 1.
One away to Bleach, being waved back onto the track in turn 3. He will stay on the lead lap. Dickey with the lead, coming up in front of Wyatt Van Wart. Winger now, we're looking at the inside of Hess.
Dickey holding on to the lead, but then it's a mad pack of cars behind him. 2, 3 wide in behind the leader. Chris Dickey, now Hess has company on the inside. Lee Winger.
Wyatt Van Wart running in the second position. Winger on the inside. Hess running the outside here as they stay side by side back into turn number 3.
James Thompson with a nice run coming from the B main. And trouble up in corner number 2. Billy Bleach is back around.
Well, Greg, I don't want to call it on purpose, but I'm calling one here on Bill Bleach. To me, loses the handle here in 1 and 2. Now he needs a push in the 108. When you're half a lap down and you got a competitive car, we'll see that once in a while.
It's 9 laps in, 11 to go in this Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstock feature event. Second of the season. And the winner last week, he's riding in second right now, the Affordable Towing and Recovery 04, Wyatt Van Wart. Chris Dickey is your leader in the 1, the 04 Wyatt Van Wart second, Chase Hess in the 7X sits third, the 2 Lee Winger in fourth, and Dave Bailey holding down a top 5 right now in 49. Sixth is the 85 of Ryan Denning. Seventh, great run for James Thompson from the B main. Eighth is the 28 of Jim Lampman, and it's Jesse McDonald and Dave Silverthorne in the 9, rounding out the top 10.
Well, we're set to go again. 9 laps in. This is Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstock feature event here, number 2 on the 2014 season. Dickey and Van Wart coming down. Green is out, Greg. They take it off into 1.
They'll rumble, bumble, stumble down into corner number 1. Beaten, banging here as the second, third, and fourth place cars all 3 wide down through corner 1. Now it's side by side for second. Chase Hess continuing to impress. Now he'll look for second place.
That former Turner car knows how to make the turns here at Oshweek, he's got Wyatt Van Wart out of shape out of 4, and Hess now got a shot at the lead, 3 wide.
And Ryan Dennings joined the party now. He's on the back bumper of the 7X of Chase Hess. Yellow flag is out for Laura Hughes down in corner number 4.
She cannot get it fired and rolling, so we will pull the yellow again. That's 10 complete.
Rookie season for the Burger Barn 55 of Laura Hughes. Former mini stock competitor, drove car number 10 for the last couple of seasons. There's Mike Thorne, the former driver of that car, has moved up to our great sprint car division. Burger Barn, a big time supporter of the Speedway here at Oshweek Speedway, and I'm not ashamed to say I've been there multiple times.
I have not, but I've had delivered Burger Barn, and man, it was good. They brought it here last year to the Tony Stewart Outlaw Day.
You will not leave hungry, I will tell you that much.
I think I asked for just a small something, and they laughed and said, we don't do small.
They don't do small. You can go and ask for a poutine, and it's a meal that's too big to eat almost. But I did it, but I'm not proud.
Yet you continue to brag about it.
Yes.
Dickey, man, we talked about him. He had a great run. And this guy's got to be one of the favorites to run well this year.
Yeah, he's on the cusp of being a title contender. It was right up there last year. And he's got a couple of wins to his name, but he'd like to be in victory lane more often. The one car, Chris Dickey out of Brantford. They'll go 3 wide into corner number 1. Dickey on the bottom, Hess in the middle, Van Wart, and now Ryan Dinning into the mix.
Hess doing a very good job of keeping off the Wyatt Van Wart 04 as they got on the inside. Now Bittner headed back to the pits in the 23.
It's going to be a wild finish in this one. We've got 10 laps to do it. Chris Dickey, your leader on the bottom side. Wyatt Van Wart, though, will not go away in the 04. He'll try the top side. Ryan Dinning rode the wall. Now another car hooked on the wall. It's Jesse McDonald.
And we've got all kinds of damage. Lampman, monster truck, the 49 of Bailey. As they got into it, Dinning tears the left side up on the 85 car here as he was inside the top 5. And they all get jingled up down here in turn number 2. And Jesse McDonald, this gorgeous 88 car, pitched up on the wall in turn number 2.
Well, if you want to know how close they can run to the wall, not that close. There's about 3 or 4 of them stacked up there. Ryan Dinning was involved, the 49 of Dave Bailey involved, the 28 of Jim Lampman, the 23 of DeBoer. Trevor DeBoer. I had Tim in my mind. Trevor DeBoer in the 23 heads pit side. Now Ryan Beagle will head there as well. But Ryan Dinning took a similar hop up on the wall to Jesse McDonald. He made it back down off the wall and into the infield.
Dave Bailey might have actually gotten one of the worst ends of that. He got the left front quarter panel all torn up, and it looked like that left front tire was canted over a good bit, like a ball joint had been damaged as well. So a tough break for Dave Bailey, who got a top 5 feature finish here last week, and he's going to have a lot of work to do to get that car ready for Flamborough tomorrow night.
Well, we compare our Thunderstock races here to Talladega events with the 3-4 wide. That is what we would have called the big one right there, because we just cleared out half the field with one accident down in corner number 2. And yeah, Dave Bailey's going to be busy getting ready for tomorrow.
Those are some good cars that got damaged there, too. The cars that you would normally think would be up near the front fighting for a feature, top 5 in the feature. So a tough break for some very good cars. And they're working gently on Jesse McDonald's car down there, it looks like.
James has been a great runner. The defending Humberstone Speedway champ has won some races down the States. They've got sort of an open street stock and one that they can run around here, and James has been looking very good. Here he restarts in 5th. This kid could do it, Greg, in a very rare appearance here for young James.
Coming all the way from the B main, nonetheless. 3 wide for that 3rd position, and James McDonald grabs it in the corner as they work down the backstretch. Van Wart and Dickey up front, side by side for the lead.
Dickey on the bottom, Wyatt Van Wart trying to come around the outside. They both slip up a little bit. Opens up the bottom for James Thompson. Look at this kid roll.
Man, down to the inside comes the 00. He's going to be in on the mix. 3 wide for the lead off the 2nd corner. They drag race down the backstretch. Van Wart with the lead for a moment.
Still a lot of racing to go here. Lee Winger can upset Thompson. They've raced a lot on Sundays at Humberstone. Thompson coming back here at Dickey on the inside. Wyatt Van Wart with the lead.
Dickey moving to the high side, trying to gain some momentum, but he'll lose ground that time through the corner. Van Wart and Thompson. Now they'll go door handle to door handle down into corner number 3. Lee Winger right there in their tire tracks.
They come back off of 4. Wyatt Van Wart with the advantage. Thompson looking to the bottom. Still looking for a bit of room on the inside. Problems out here for the 49 of Bailey. He's got all kinds of damage, but he's back out.
Well, Thompson now to the lead from the B main. He's got the advantage going into corner 4. Let's see if Wyatt Van Wart can keep the car wound up and lead that lap. No, Thompson has the lead with 5 to go.
Thompson will get the advantage here out of 2. Wyatt Van Wart slips up high. James Thompson, the new leader. I told him, Greg, you can hold it.
Days of Thunder-esque there for James Thompson, and he bobbles a bit in corner 4. That opens the bottom side for Wyatt Van Wart, but he quickly closes the door.
Yeah, we got a hat up here in the groove in turn 1, but doesn't appear to be an issue. I'm sure it's just a hat. It's a baseball hat up there, Greg. The officials see it, no worries. Thompson, leader here, coming with 3 to go.
Coming down, 3 laps to go, as Clinton said. James Thompson is your leader. Wyatt Van Wart sitting in second. And then it's the 2 of Lee Winger, and the yellow flag comes out.
Debris down in turn 1. Comes the call here. Right down in the groove, the officials asked. It was determined the debris is a problem down here in turn 1. Yes, it is a yellow shock down here in the groove. We've torn a shock off.
And I believe it might possibly have been off the 5 car. Now he's still out there.
I got it right here, Greg. So it's a Bilstein shock, folks. So that's the cause of the caution. A complete shock assembly busted off in 2. So it is about 5 or 10 pounds here. Certainly not something we could leave in the groove, Greg. So definitely a legitimate caution here down in turn 1.
Could have come off several cars out there that have a little bit of damage. Dave Bailey had some left front damage as well, and had a report it might have been off the 5 of Ryan Hess. Jim Lampman also has some pretty heavy front end damage, so a few suspects out there, but nonetheless, everybody keeps going.
Do we have any James Thompson fans here tonight? How about Wyatt Van Wart? Let me hear if you're cheering for Lee Winger. Well, you got a favorite out there. Everybody's looking for the win. We've got 3 laps to go here in our Affordable Towing and Recovery Thunderstock feature event. James Thompson going for his first ever Ush Weekend win. Comes out of 4. Green is out. We're on it.
Started 19th in this feature, the 00 James Thompson. He'll bring them to the lead into corner number 1. Wyatt Van Wart second. Keep an eye on the 9 car of Dave Silverthorne. Pardon me, he's the one that started 19. It was James Thompson started 21st. Big red flag. Flip over in corner number 2. Laura Hughes upside down. A violent crash down in corner number 2. Laura Hughes with a wild ride up in corner number 2. Driver is okay. Great news. That was not an easy roll over there for the Burger Barn 55 of Laura Hughes. First year behind the wheel of an 8-cylinder Thunderstock. Former winner in the mini stock division.
And she's up on the car. How about it? Laura Hughes is okay. Immediately we got on scene. Laura said, yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. No worry, no problem. So, violent wreck down here. Now a bit of a fire under the car. Laura getting a ride back to the infield. We'll have some debris clean up. We'll get back to you in a minute here, Greg.
So, very glad to see that Laura is okay, but that car definitely not. A rough start to the season for Laura Hughes in the 55. Cars can always be replaced, though, can they not? There's Clinton Jeffrey throwing parts into the infield. He's going to have his own little parts store down there here soon. He's got a shock.
So, lights out. Coming back to it. 3 laps to settle it. James Thompson, the leader. Wyatt Van Wart running in second. Lee Winger in third.
At this point, you just want to finish this race the way it's gone. James Thompson started back in 21st position, brings him to the green flag, 3 laps away from a victory for the 00.
Thompson got a great jump there out front of the leaders. Wyatt Van Wart rockets along the bottom. He made up a bunch of ground. He's coming back in the leader this time out of 2.
We lose another car, John Cote. Well, no, he gets it back on track, but he may have been the one that lost the shock there as the right front did not want to turn on the 38.
A lot of shaking up, and the point's going to happen this week, I would think. Thompson in here. Now you got Wyatt Van Wart running the inside, trying to get that lead spot with 1.5 to go.
Right front flat on the 38C of John Cote. So we'll see if he rides it around or takes it to the pit area. Looks like he will go pit side. A white flag is out for James Thompson in the 00.
Thompson to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Straight, now getting loose, nearly loses the handle on the inside. Down the backstretch for the final time into turn 3 and 4. Take us home, Greg.
He came all the way from the B main, started 21st in the feature. He worked his way through methodically. He waves to the crowd on the way by. James Thompson gets the win in the affordable towing and recovery Thunderstock feature. Troubles for Chase Hess on the final corner. Had a top 5 run going. Spins the car, but he's still going to come home with a decent finish due to the attrition. And Tommy Googe will go down to Mobile 1. Victory lane with tonight's affordable towing and recovery Thunderstock winner, James Thompson. Wyatt Van Wart, no doubt, will hold down the point lead coming out of tonight after his win last week. Backs it up with a second place finish, and Lee Winger will come home in third.
So here he comes out of the car, first time feature winner here this weekend for James Thompson. Put your hands together for the driver of the 00. Bows to the crowd, and now we'll get down here and get a word with James. And saw you debating on Facebook earlier this week whether you're going to come here or go to Ransomville. I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, definitely made the right choice. Car was a little tight near the end there, but I pushed through it, and here we are.
Well, Clinton Jeffrey was joking around with you before the races started, and apparently he was right with that advice straight out of Days of Thunder, but straight out of the B main, drove right through the field, and got to feel good. Fun track here tonight.
Yeah, it was a little rougher than we're used to. I mean, this track's usually like glass, but the only lane we could run was the bottom, I thought, so that's where I stayed.
Well, you got a bunch of people on this car who helped you get here. Who do you want to thank?
I got to thank my dad, first of all. I mean, it was his decision to come here. Got to thank Al and Debbie for coming, Goleta Contracting. All the guys from Greaves Automotive there, and Finish Line Egg, they're not on the car yet, but they painted the car and the frame and everything, and Chris from Traveling Studs, and just everybody.
There he is, James Thompson. Put your hands together for him. First time feature winner here at Ohsweken.
I got second place Wyatt Van Wart here. Wyatt, you wanted to keep the season perfect. James come out of nowhere and kind of got you tonight. Can you be happy with second?
Of course I'm happy with second. There's no problem with silver. The only unfortunate thing, I was runner-up all night. I didn't get to lead 1 lap.
Well, that's a good job. Congrats on another solid run, Wyatt.
Okay, thank you.
We'll get over here. Lee Winger, Lee, the defending divisional champ. Lee, on a wild night here. I mean, the track gave us fits all night. From our perspective, of course, tough on you guys, tough on equipment. Can you be happy with third, brother?
Yeah. Solid finish. Congratulations to James Thompson. He did a good job coming from the B main, back to the B main, I think. So, for him.
Solid run for all top three. How about it, folks? Our top three in the affordable towing and recovery Thunderstock division. James Thompson with the win. Wyatt Van Wart will continue to lead the points on the strength of a win in a second. And Lee Winger, the defending champ, brings it to the podium tonight. Well, the music's fired up. That tells me it is Core Pack Merchandising Sprint Car time.
The A main being pushed off on the warm-up track. Sprint cars coming to life. The second feature of 2014 for the Core